It all started years ago. I'm just kidding, it's ain't gonna be cliche or nothing. So yeah, baseball season's back with the Patriots, which I'm returning to, and it's gonna be a fun year, so be on the lookout for a lot of good videos. And this is just another video just to kick off the season. I'm gonna do a recap of everything that's like my baseball journey so far, where I started, where I'm at now, my favorite moments, this and that, and just yeah, my baseball career so far. So it all started actually back in elementary school when I was, I think, in the first grade, and my older siblings, my brother and sister were in the second grade. They had a friend, I forgot what her name was, I think it was Madeline. She had a baseball team, her dad ran one, and she invited my older brother and sister out, and they invited me out too to go play with them. So I think it was only like a 2-team league. So there was one team, there was us and the Broncos, I think their name was, if I remember. We were the Black Widows, I remember that. And we were better than the other team, so we kind of just like beat them every game. And my sister played, my brother played. It was fun. It was my first experience playing baseball. It just came up, we played out, you know, in San Antonio is where I'm from, so we played out in some park. It was like some rundown park, but it was fun to play out. It was a fun start, and it wasn't until the last game where the coach decided to let me pitch. It was a kid pitch league. And the coach decided to let me pitch. So, and that's when I really fell in love with pitching, because remember, I did pretty good that time. And my dad, he set up a little circle, like a little target on my fence the next day for me to practice pitching. And that's when I fell in love with pitching for the first time. And that was my first experience playing baseball. After that, I started in this new league. It was called NYS. I forget what it's called. Something youth sports league. I signed up for it. This year was coach pitch, because we didn't have enough kids that wanted to do kid pitch. So I went from kid pitch to coach pitch, which was kind of weird, but it was a coach pitch league, and our team name was the Stingers. We played a lot of games out in this another rundown field, actually the same field. So I think it was the same league associated, but this year it had more teams, I believe. I'm not sure how that worked, but so yeah, that was fun. I was a coach pitch. I was hitting the ball well. I was playing, having fun, made a lot of friends. It was another fun year of baseball. It wasn't until the year around, I think 2015, where it was my first Little League experience. I didn't know what Little League was. I thought baseball was just, you know, thrown around, you go wherever you want type thing league. But I was really getting into it. My parents realized I was really getting into it, so that's when they decided to put me into a Little League. And I went to a Little League called Greater Helotes Little League, which I now umpire at, so it's come full circle. I like to hang out there. It's still look close, you know. So, went there. That's where I started my first career Little League game. I was on the Red Sox. I remember my coach was really, really strict. It was totally different from having a bunch of fun, just being kids, to a really strict baseball. I guess the coach was really tough on the kids because he wanted to get them to the Little League World Series or whatever, which we weren't even able to get to at that age, so I don't know why he was so strict. But anyways, we're on the team called the Red Sox because Little Leagues, they would use MLB teams. So I was on the Red Sox. It was my first year. And I remember being really excited for my first game. It almost got rained out, but didn't after all. So I was really excited to go out there and play my first game. And my first at bat, this kid was throwing, at my age, it was like 70 miles an hour. He was throwing gas. So to me, I was freaking out, and I struck out my first at bat ever in Little League. It was pretty embarrassing, but I couldn't hit that guy. That guy was throwing hard. He was a big kid too. So then it came out to my second at bat, my last at bat too. Last bat of the game. It was like 7-4 or 7-3. And due to Little League run rules, they were just playing that last inning just to have fun. So I couldn't technically hit the walk-off. There was a guy at first and third. We were down 7-3. I came up to the plate looking to hit a home run. I was ready to do anything I could. And believe it or not, I hit a home run inside the park. Obviously, I didn't hit it out of the park in Little League, excuse me. But yeah, that's when I really fell in love. Really fell in love with baseball when I hit that big hit. It was over the left fielder's head. He ran away. He couldn't catch it. I ran all around the bases. I counted it as a walk-off, although the game 7-6 was the final because we couldn't legally tie because of the 5-run limit in each inning or whatever. So, but to me, that was like the greatest moment ever. I have that on video actually. Let's go, Vito. After that, the season went pretty well. I mean, I pitched a little bit in the league too. I hit again, and after that, I started playing baseball with my brother again. He joined Little League, and for the fall season, in Little League, there's a spring and there's a fall season. The fall season, we played on the Athletics, who were my favorite team growing up, as you can see over there with that thing. I'm not a fan of the A's anymore, but I was a big fan of them growing up. We were a pretty bad team that year. I think we only won 1 game, but I was like a star, kind of, I guess you could say, on that team. I was a good pitcher. I was a good hitter. I was kind of like the complete package. And although I really wasn't that good. I mean, I was a little league, so I was doing my best. But it was fun. It was a fun year. Got to enjoy with my brother. He was learning how to hit again, as he hadn't played since we were on the Black Widows. So it's been a while. So it was fun to play with him. It was just another fun year of baseball. After that, it was just a lot of little league seasons of, like, you know, young kid, little league seasons. I played on the Red Sox again, the Cardinals. I didn't like that year because I was only playing outfield, even though I was an infielder my whole life. So I was struggling in the outfield. I was struggling hitting that year because my confidence was down because my coach didn't trust me. That all happened in little league. So it was kind of like, come on, it's little league, you know. But I have a lot of respect for that coach now. I mean, he's a good friend of mine now. We still talk and stuff, so he's a cool guy. And after that, I think I was genuinely thinking about, like, I don't know if I want to play baseball anymore. And so then my parents put me in CYO, which is a Christian youth organization. It's I think it's like a league of, it's like a lower little league, but for Christians, I guess. So, like, you can just have fun, basically. So it's like a fun league. So we got in there, me and my brother, we played there. And of course, we were able to get, because, you know, we had experience in little league. We were a lot better than the competition in CYO. Not a lot better, because we were still, like, you know, not stars, but it was a good, like, setback into baseball, like from being benched all year to actually getting to play a lot. So we got a lot of playing time in CYO, but the competition wasn't that good. We ended up making it to the playoffs and stuff. It was fun, but that team there were some good teams, and there were some really bad teams. It was a really 50-50. We ended up making it to the playoffs. We ended up losing. I took that loss hard, and that's when I realized that's when I finally realized, like, I really had a love for baseball, when I took that loss really hard in the first round of the playoffs or whatever of the CYO. I realized I still like the game, and that's when I was like, I can't quit baseball. Fall 2018, we returned back to Little League. We played a game, I think with the Pirates, I believe was the thing. The coach was really nice. It was a fun fall. Fall's usually the lower end. Spring, you know, it's less competitive than spring. So fall, that was the first year of us returning back to Little League. It was fun. And then in 2019, I did Little League and CYO. Played with the same coach again, so he knew me. So he picked me up on his team again, Little League. And so that was fun. We had another good fun year in 2019. I got my first select opportunity in 2019 with a guy named Coach Leonard. His team was named the Renegades. It was my first ever select opportunity. He went out, saw me at a field, and said, "Hey, would you like to play a couple games with us?" So I went out for a couple tournaments. It was my first select action, it was 13U. I didn't perform well. I ended up being cut from the team, and so yeah, that was a pretty big bummer. And then it all crashed, as in 2020. Everything knows COVID happened. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any leagues, and my personal family, we went on, like, big lockdown. We didn't take the COVID stuff very lightly. We took it very seriously. So I was shut down for the spring of 2020. I didn't play until 2021. The summer of 2021, I found an organization which I am on now, the Lions, Texas Lions. I love this organization. It was my first year there. I was mostly a bench player, but I got the opportunity to play 16U and 18U. It was my first start, I believe. I don't know. You can ask my coach what he saw out of me. But I played 16 and 18. It was a big confidence boost because I was pitching a lot, but I couldn't hit. I forgot how to hit. Totally forgot how to hit. Because I guess because in Little League, I went from a year of trying to hit home runs all the time, and then to a year of now you're in select ball. The guys aren't going to give you meatballs every pitch, you know? So I forgot how to hit. I needed to figure that out. So I played in the summer. It was a fun summer. We went to Austin. I think the farthest we went that summer was, Austin and Kerrville. That was fun. It was a fun year. It was my first, like, actual time staying on a select league. So then I came back for the fall. We had a lot of fall tournaments. We ended up getting as far as second place one time, and we got one of these rings, which was cool. I felt like we earned that one as a team. And of course, I made great friends with the team that are still some of my best friends right now. I have, JD, Noah, Christian. You've seen them in videos. A lot of good friends of mine. Brady, I can't mention them all, but shout out to all you guys. You know who you are. And so in the summer and fall were great for me, the Lions. I was learning, and in the fall, we were able to do good. I was mostly a pitcher in my first year of the Lions. And then my coach in the spring of 2022 reached out to the coach I am now on, the Feast Patriots coach, and to get me on the team. I didn't know the Patriots was a thing until my coach Ram was able to lead me in the right direction to where to play spring ball at as a homeschooler, because I am homeschooled. So I was able to play homeschool ball with Feast Patriots, who I am right now. As you know, the vlogs came and everything. Friends Ethan, Meeks, and shout out to everybody that's been on the vlog. I can't name you all, just like I can't name everyone on the Lions, but you know who you are. So it's been a great experience playing Feast. I was used mostly as a PO on my first year at Feast, as you might have seen in the vlogs. You can go back and watch all the vlogs. Here they are. And then It was in the summer of 2022. This past summer, I went back on the Lions. Although I got opportunities to play with other select leagues like the Feast Select League, MISL, I stuck with the Lions because I have a lot of good connections with the coach and a good connection with my friends there. And in the summer, I figured out how to get the hitting back. I was learning how to hit again. It was just a big confidence booster once again. Getting the opportunity to play a lot for the Lions. And we had a lot of good summertime. It was a good, we went to Missouri. A lot of good competition and a lot of good opportunity, which is why I like the Lions a lot, is why I stay on them. Why I stand by them is because I get a lot of opportunity. Once again in the fall, this past fall, I returned to the Texas Lions once again, and had a good fall season. I hit 450, so I really learned how to hit again, thanks to my hitting coach John Trevino. He's the hitting coach of the Lions, so he really helped me build my confidence back up. So I went from hitting like 1 something to hitting 450 now. So still need to work obviously and keep that going. But and then on December 5th, this past December, I dislocated my shoulder, and it still hasn't healed. And now obviously Feast high school baseball starts up like end of January. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm at the start of the beginning of the Feast year, our spring baseball year, high school baseball year, and my shoulder has yet to recover. I am due to get an MRI soon, but as of right now, my baseball journey is on halt because of my injury. Unfortunately, we don't know what's wrong with it, but it hasn't really healed. So we're getting an MRI, and who knows what's going to happen. Leaving it up to God, whatever plan He has for me now. But that is where my baseball journey has been. It's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of fun moments, a lot of great moments, a lot of great opportunities, met amazing people along the way. But if y'all enjoyed this video, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. If you like these videos, make sure to comment if you like it, and God bless.